Hello folks, Aaron here. I am going to start up some Faeria. Now, what is Faeria? Faeria is a tile-based card strategy game. Last seen on Kickstarter, but I saw that they had early access on Steam, so they're chugging along quite nicely. So, we're going to make ourselves an account here and plug away. So, we booted up the game, and this is pretty much the prologue, so I just did some basic stuff here. I'm not really getting any sound. Okay, it's a very quiet game. I'm okay with that. So build lands and attack summon creatures to attack your enemy, destroy their orb to win. Sounds good to me. Classic taunting. So basically, Fairy is like mana, and they summon a 3/2. So this looks kind of like Magic, right? Where 3 is how hard they hit, and 2 is how hard they can get hit. So I also get 3 mana. So hey, confirms my hypothesis. Alright, very specific about where and how it wants you to place things. That's alright. Can't attack this turn, that makes sense. So he suicides into my yak. And then summons a 4/1. So it seems to make sense so far. So started us off with the same cards. Oh, would help if I ended turn. So I can only summon on land I've placed. So this is the furthest up I think I can summon him. You gain 3 a turn, so use it for the expensive cards. That makes sense. Then we make our land. Let's make one here and here. Why not? In turn. Now this is bad. I actually should have covered up my flank, because they get to summon things right here. And of course, it's a tutorial, so, they're not gonna punish me for that. But, yeah, I left myself wide open. I'll just cover that flank, so that way it doesn't happen again. Bonk. But very easy, since they only started with, 10 life. I get a 1/1. And I didn't see what else I got. That's not so bad. Let's try the next one. Yes, there's stuff on the side. I think this is Faeria Wells, if I remember correctly. Oh man, Walking Fortress is a 610. Alright. I guess we're gonna place it behind that, so that way, even if they fight. Man, I need to do a better job of covering my flanks. Because he can just summon right there. Ah, yes, wisdom. Alright, well that's something I will do in a heartbeat. Cover that, so I at least get one square of space before I get attacked. Attack that, and we're just going to send our Walking Fortress. I guess this guy can also gather. So he definitely has a lot of card draw. And we'll just send that guy up there. We'll summon our Steamforge Enforcer next turn. Because we'll definitely be over the limit for that. Probably have enough mana to play both, actually. 5 a turn. Depends on what we draw next, but if it's just like one of these wimpy 3 creatures, then yeah, he's getting to play more as well, so. Ah, very close. Oh man, I should have summoned that creature. I didn't realize I summoned or gathered. Gathering is instant. Give a creature +1/+1. That's pretty good. Go ahead and give it to this guy. And whack that off. I think that's our turn. So we should be in a good spot to just win next turn. Maybe. He's, of course, putting creatures in the way, as he should. Then we'll attack him straight to the face before we even take damage. Huzzah! Victory is ours. So pretty cool game so far. See Deepwood Grizzly and some big creature. It's a pretty cool game so far. His power comes from the forest. Ooh, scary. This is where it introduces you to the color of cards. That's a pretty scary card. Okay, I can turn neutral land into land. Summon out the creatures we can. Ah, and they can only be placed on forests. Okay, well next turn we'll summon a forest here and start contesting that. Those wisps are getting scary, man. Oh man, I didn't play that very well. So let's see here. Cool, so no matter what happens, if he swings for my 9-4, he'll kill it, but then this will pick him up too. Oh, that's a 1-2 trade. You typically want to avoid those when you can. We'll then turn. Yay, and I have enough force to finally summon this guy. So that was a pretty big turn for us. Holy cow, 16 life. So he's actually got me to the point where all his tiles are actually his. Which is kind of interesting. We don't want that to live for any longer if we can avoid it. And he's definitely got a huge card advantage right now. I get to summon a unit a turn. Ah, okay. Holy cow. At least end that. Go ahead and threaten his core a little, see what he does there. Good, yeah, he sort of has to turn around for that. Probably should have suicided the farm boy in. Oh, we can do this instead. So much mana. Farm boys are not helping me out here. We'll move back and see what he moves up. Move this guy up. So much mana. Another creature, 2/2. Okay. Oh, this one is a fairly easy choice. Give our 2/2 to this guy. He'll go up, do that. Now, if that's a trade, that's one I lose, but then that thing is almost finally dead. Alright, thank God that I drew that, because that seed sower is actually pretty dangerous. We'll make a forest there. I'm glad I got tiles here, so I've got at least a shot at this guy. Trade that 1/1. Start moving this guy over here so he can harvest. Make a random forest, and I'm pretty sure that's my turn. Oof, yeah, that's a lot of creatures out. Okay, well that'll help. 2/2. Buff this guy, and then he could tank that hit. Buff that guy. Let's do this, because then he can survive that, and I'll move this guy up. Great, last forest, and I don't think I've got any more land management options. Okay, that was a really good trade for him, actually. Hate to do that, but he does need to be one less. Well, I could have actually probably waited. Until he attacked that, yeah. So I think I just win this turn. Yeah, he's moving creatures back, but it's a little too late. Huh, there's Walking Fortress. I could have used you a while ago. That's alright. GG. Hey, we gained a level. Let's see what they will get this time. Alright, Farm Boy. So I like our turn 1 of, branching out to a path really fast. So that's how they nullified turn 1 advantage. That's kind of interesting. we go. Not the most optimal use of a turn, but it's doable. So that gave me, the ++ on the creature I wanted to have it on. See who gets in combat first here. So last words. I feel like that's just death rattle. Yeah, it does something when it dies. Cool. See, this is pretty much Hearthstone, except not. Kill that. Slowly march our way up to its core. Ah, it was not my plan to kill those things, but it doesn't stop him from killing them. Just protect that. Ah, I can't use that for core damage. I guess that makes sense. Alright, he needs more forest. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, I suppose he can, in fact, give himself that 2/2. Big, meaty stat stick. Block. Alright, so I've got to play a bit more carefully this time around. Draw 5 cards? Holy cow. Okay. That's pretty cool. I mean, I still want to make lands at this current time because of that, but it's good to know that I have that option. Yeah, definitely happy I got that. I've got no problem using that there. And I think I actually want to draw instead. Greater wisdom, my goodness. So that was pretty cool. You kill that, and then you put him down to 1 life, and that's kind of how you get around the his difficulty. This reminds me a lot of like the quests in Hearthstone, right? And then you just draw this, and it's game over. That's pretty cool. Received an avatar. Unlocked the deck builder. Alright, so I think I'm done with most of the prologue. Maybe. So, I'm going to mess around with this, but this is going to be in a different video. So, stay tuned, and I will have that posted up for you lads here soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.